Oh, hey, oh, sorry. Just doing my Darth Vader impersonation. Hold on, there we go. Hey, downstairs. Hold on a second. Give me just 2 seconds here. Let me put you down somewhere where you can see me still. Not that you have to see me, but you get the idea. Let me take this contraption off. Hold on. So, what I'm doing is I got a patch because there was still a hole left in the basement, so I'm going to patch it. So I'm going to show you what I've been using to patch it. And this is only a patch. It's not a fix. I know it's not a fix. We got to get the guys to come and dig down and then do the proper waterproofing. But it's just a patch. So quickly, let me show you. Follow me, okay? Right this way. So, as you can see, what I've done is I've taken out all the stuff off of this side of the wall because this is where the problems were, right? And you guys know about this already probably. And there's the patches I've done so far. Already there's like efflorescence starting to show up, but that stuff will dry. It takes time for the cement to dry, right? Today we had a lot of rain, like a lot, right? And as you can see, this area here where we did have a lot more moisture, a lot more wetness before coming in, the patches held. Over here, the patches also held, but this little spot right here, let me put the light on it and see if, hold on, let me just see. Hopefully this will help a little bit. This little spot, you can see, hopefully you can take a look. I'm not too sure, hopefully you'll see it kind of glistening there, right? That spot right here. That, there, hopefully you can see that. Yeah, you can see the glistening there. That's where the water's coming in. It's a pretty deep hole, actually, when you think about it. And it's from the strapping. They nailed the strapping right to the wall. I don't know if I still have any up here. Yeah, I do, over here, look. You see, they nailed strapping like this directly into the mortar of the brick. So of course, like even here you're seeing a little bit, right? So basically what happens is whenever you pull the nail out, then there's like this nail is rusted. And why is it rusted? Well, because it's been getting water from the leakage or the seepage, right? And this one not so much because this one's above ground, above grade, right? But these ones down here definitely, like look, here's a nail here. Here's a good example, right? You see how it's kind of rusted in that? You know, from the air, but also from moisture, right? Well, sorry, you know what I mean, moisture in the air, pardon me. Anyway, so we got water coming in, we had a whole bunch of it, and a bunch of it pooled, and there's still some here that you can see, right? Not much, just a little bit. Let's see if we get the camera going. There you go, you can kind of see it, right? Just a little bit there, right? Oh, there we go, there you go. So you can see, but it was a lot more, right? How much more? Well, I sucked it up with the fabulous rigid shop vac. That's a rigid shop vac. Great for using to suck up water and other stuff. Anyway, you get the idea. So maybe Home Depot will give me some sort of like discount on the next thing I buy there. So you can see there's quite a bit, eh? Quite a bit of water. Anyway, no damage done per se because again, these tiles are from 1953, right? This paneling is from 1953 or 1962 at the latest, right? Same with this. It's all like old stuff, and we're all going to redo it. We're not going to remove these tiles. We're just going right over them because these likely do have asbestos in them, right? So we're just going to go right over them, probably with carpeting once we get this thing fixed. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Because I'm sucking up so much of your time, and you're probably getting bored of this type of stuff by now. So, back over here. And what I've been using is this stuff here. It's called Plug Tight Instant. It's by Sacrete, you know, concrete instant water plug. They call it a hydraulic cement. From what I've read, everything's a hydraulic cement. Anyway, that's what I've been told, right? But this stuff is just quick setting. Like it really sets quickly, and then what I got to do is kind of form it into a ball. Oh, yeah, using gloves, see? Ooh, yeah, using these because you can't really touch, you shouldn't be touching the concrete with your bare hands. Oh, back to the mask, yeah. Also because I'm mixing up the concrete, let me leave you here, okay, you there, you good, you good, you good? I'm good, okay, good. So the reason why I'm saying this is because when you're mixing up the concrete, I'm not a big fan of breathing in stuff like this. You know, I've had pneumonia in the past, don't like getting the respiratory issues, so I try to avoid that type of stuff. So safety first, boys and girls, right? And on goes the Darth Vader mask. Well, not the Darth Vader mask, but you know what I mean. Oh, now suddenly I'm a goth dancer. Dancing to goth. Okay, and then of course I got my headlamp on because I want to see what I'm doing. right? Okay, so anyway, I won't turn that on. Won't blind you. So give me 2 seconds here. Basically, the concrete is, I filled up this little thing, and I filled up to about here with the concrete mix, and then I'm going to fill up just a little bit with water, about 40 milliliters of water, right? Doesn't matter if it's cold or hot, doesn't matter to me, right? This thing heats up too, right? So the concrete will heat up. So you just pour it in like that, and you grab a piece of wood or something and you start mixing. And there you go. And while you're mixing, you can sing a song like, you put the lime in the coconut and stir it all up. Anyway, so it gets pretty thick. I'm going to try and see if I can, it's hard for me to show it and mix it at the same time. But anyway, I'll mix it up here, right? And it's about the 3 to 5 minute setting time according to what the instructions say, right? Now, I'm going to take you over with me again while this thing is still going. I got to still mix it, right? Because I got a really short time. So you got to bear with me, okay? I'm going to put you down over here, and hopefully you can see me from there doing what I got to do, right? As I set this stuff up, right? So mix, mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. Get my little stool right on my right. There we go. Okay, looks like I put a little bit too much water in here. There's probably a little bit too much water in the mix, so it's not setting immediately, which is good. I want to be able to work it a little bit. So I'll turn on my LED here so I can see where I'm going. And then aim it up there at that's where I'm heading. Past that puppy. I'm going to put a bit more concrete in here. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Okay, that should be a bit better. And I should be able to do this. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. Anyway, when you put it on the brick's got to be wet. But since there's a leak already there, that hole's going to be wet. Give us a few minutes here. I'll just wet around it just to make sure I get enough of this stuff to adhere to the concrete. Right? And I think, yeah, so away we go. Stick my hand in here. Pull it out. It should be relatively pliable, like Play-Doh, and you just kind of push it in. It's going to be ugly. It's not pretty. I'll tell you right now. It's not exactly a pretty patch, but it does the job. Yeah. And then after, you take your spatula and you smooth it out. That's basically it. Oh, sorry, the light, hold on. Dry out my hands. And my gloves. And turn the light off here for you. Whew. There we go, that's better. So that's basically it. That's all you got to do. And but you got to find where the leak is. That's the problem. That's the main thing, is finding out exactly where that leak occurs and what happens to it. So I'll take it over there and you can see what I've done and where it's patched. As soon as I get this
freaking rubber glove off. There we go. Woohoo! Rubber glove. Woohoo! Okay. All right. Anyway, let me show you. So there you go. So that's where it is. That's where the leak was happening. I blocked it. So what we'll do now is we let it sit and cure. Oh, let me take this off. Hold on. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. Sorry. Yeah. So basically, you let it sit and cure, and it'll take some time, but eventually, once it's cured, it does plug the hole. Again, this is not a fix. This is strictly a patch, because the water is still hitting the outside wall and still looking for a spot to get in here, right? And the only way to fix that is to actually do proper waterproofing from the outside. Or you could give it an alternate route once it gets inside. The problem is giving it the alternate route once it gets inside doesn't stop it from coming from the outside. And then of course you have problems with your foundation somewhere down the road. Maybe not right away, but you know, depending on how long you want to live there. So hopefully this will hold. I'm going to cross my fingers. The other ones did a pretty good job at holding, and they're not... There's a bit of wetness over here, a bit of dampness. That's okay, I could live with that. I'm not going to throw up over it because it's not... I'm not getting water coming in here. Over there is where we had water today. So everything else held, so that's the spot. So we'll cross our fingers. Whew. Long video, my apologies, but until next time, bye!